in terms of what content you need to translate and how much to translate, again, it will depend on your goals and what you're trying to achieve. Generally, if you've got a really big website, you're not going to start translating the whole thing, because that is just going to be huge cost that probably isn't worth it. So again, our advice is often to start with some of your key pages. So depending on the kind of website it is, if it's you translate your homepage, your about us page, some of your key category pages possibly. If it's e-commerce, then obviously if you're going to be selling products, you need those product pages translating, and some of that can be a bit more automated, but maybe you won't translate all of your products because maybe you just want to test the water with a certain category or certain types of products. If you've got a website with a very archive of loads of blog posts, maybe you're not going to translate every single blog post. Again, look at which content is probably going to be, this is where your research comes into it and all of the work that should have been done before that, to say, well, actually people in this country are really interested in this use case or this kind of product element or this particular category of what you do. So let's focus on that first. So I think often it isn't a case of translating everything, because that is just often not practical, especially at first. If you are testing the waters with a new market and just want to see, maybe start off with some parts of your site and you can roll that out more. When it comes to a lot of the product specs or things, they are going to be the same. If it's a pump that's used in machinery, it's probably got the same information about it, whatever language it's in. You don't need to localize that part of it, so there's no point in spending in that, and it's just not viable. It's just about looking at what's going to bring value. So especially some businesses, they may have had their website going in their home market for a very long time, so they've built up a lot of content on there that actually, if they were thinking about it, they don't need a lot of it anyway. A lot of businesses don't do a great job because, again, of resources and time, of really refining their existing content on one site and getting rid of pages that are no longer relevant, obsolete, that don't bring traffic. So probably if you look through analytics, you'd find all these pages that don't bring any traffic. So why would you spend in one market? Why would you translate them and waste all that time putting them into other markets where they're probably going to do equally badly? So really thinking it through and only focusing on the most relevant pages. And also, if you do that, you can then put a bit more into it. If you're just picking out certain content, you can then actually localize those pages a bit, because budget and resources obviously comes into it, and you can't have somebody writing every single page of your website and from scratch for every market. Depending, if you're doing loads of countries and you have quite a big website, that's probably not really viable. So it's identifying the primary pages that are going to bring the most value, putting more effort into those, and maybe some of the other pages you do just do a more basic translation, or